Hi students, Assalamu alaikum. This is Rahman, and today we are here with a new video lecture. And today we are going to discuss about the sampling and its type. As students, we know that sampling is the one of most important part of the research work. First of all, we know what's mean by sampling. Sampling means a small set or subunit of the big population, or we can also say that the selecting of a small population from the whole population which represent this whole population, etc. Actually, in the research studies, it is not possible for a researcher to study the each and every individual from his or her population. So he choose some individuals which represent the whole population and get the data from them, and he she extrapolate this data on whole population. This is the main and important steps in the research which is worldwide accepted. Now we discuss why we need this sampling. As I said that it's not possible for a researcher to go for each and every individual to get from each and every individual or the every element of his or her population because of the accessibility of resources, and similarly unaffordability, because a researcher does not have some much more time, much more resources to get the information or data from each individual. That's why he used the technique of sampling for this process. And the process or the technique in which we manually decide how our population, our research samples, etc., is known as the sample design. Some examples of sampling are the impact of exercise on the health of students of Government College of Averia. Yes, if a student wants to research on this topic, or she want to see the impact of exercise in the students of Government Degree College Averia, then it's not possible for this researcher to go each and every students and ask the questions from him or her. So he divide here, or he choose some samples from his population. For this purpose, he may divide his population into different sub units according to the departments, etc., and then he get the a few samples from each group or each department which represent the whole population. Simply, another best example of sampling is the shopping in the market. Whenever we go to the market for the purchase of different items, for example, we discuss about the fruits and vegetables, etc. If we are purchasing 2 kg apple or 1 dozen bananas, then we does not take one by apple and second apple, third apple, and check each and every because it's not possible for us. We take only one apple from the whole basket, and then check its quantities, and after checking the quantities we decide about the purchasing or non-purchasing of the apple. This is in the process of sampling. That's to the checking of only one apple or only one item, we discuss or we decide that's what's the property the whole populations of apple contain. Similarly, the testing of food is also an example of the sampling. In this process, whenever we are cooking in our kitchen, etc., it's not possible for us to eat and every part of our food for the tasting. For this purpose, we take only a small portion of our food in the spoons, and check about the check about the ingredients of the food molecules present in our food, etc. Yes, that's some examples of sampling. Now we move toward the types of sampling. So mainly there are two main types of sampling. That's are the probability sampling and non-probability sampling. And these probability samplings are we simply now say that probability sampling are the by chance and non-probability sampling are by choice. We discuss all of these in coming slides. Probability sampling is further divided into four main types. That are the simple random sampling, certified sampling, systematic sampling, cluster sampling. Simply, the non-probability samplings were divided into convenient sampling, cluster sampling, quota sampling, and the snowball sampling. Yes. Now we move toward the probability sampling. As probability sampling mean the sampling by chance or the random sampling processes. In this type of sampling, each person or the subunit of population have equal chance to participate in this study. This is done to have in this process of the sampling, each representative in the populations have equal chance to be selected as a sample. So we does not have any choice to select which elements or which is the subunit is acting as our sampling. For example, simple coin method. In the coin method, we have a coin in our hand, and when we raise the coin and in the air, then the coin, both sides of the coin have equal chance to be to represent or to be chosen in the result. Similarly, asking a question from the whole class. Asking a question from the whole class is also a type best example of sampling, as when our teacher asks a question from whole class, he does not target a specific population. He does not ask the question from boys, he does not, or the girls, or have the student at front, students at back. He asks a question and he have all the students have equal chance to give the answer of these questions or to respond the teacher. This is and also the best example of the sampling. If we discuss about the types of the probability sampling, there are four main types or the categories of random sampling. There are the simple random sampling, systematic, certified, and the cluster random sampling. We discuss all of these types in our upcoming slides. Stay with me and move to next slide.